Hello, sci-fi fans. Today, we're going to review Voltron, the Legendary Defender, Season 5.
3, 2, 1!
So this review is going to be a little bit different. We've got some things I want to show you, and I want to talk about Voltron as a whole. So I'm a Voltron fanatic. Ever since 1984, when the original series aired on TV. I mean, I was young and I was into G.I. Joe. We would watch the cartoon G.I. Joe. We would watch Voltron. And it is linked with my childhood in a major, major way. So Voltron to me is just a part of me. And I think if you're a child of the 80s, you know, you might have this same very fond recollection of Voltron. Now, if you're just a little bit younger, you might have this connection with Power Rangers, which I have always thought is a blatant ripoff of Voltron. The great thing about Voltron is that it was actually licensed from the original Japanese creators of Go Lion. So I don't consider Voltron a ripoff of the Japanese cartoons or anime or whatever you want to call it. It's just a US licensed version of it. So I give it 100% or as close as it can be to the real thing. So I have Voltron memorabilia stashed everywhere around my house. So I just wanted to show you a couple of them real quick. So this is an original Voltron. It's the GB36 version. Die cast. Pretty, I would say it's getting rarer and rarer. This copy is pretty decent. I should say this individual. It's not a copy. There are many copies out there, so be careful. I want to be delicate with it because this sucker's old, and like me, it takes a minute to get it moving. So I think, as far as Voltron toys, this is at least top of the list. Very cool. And then I'm slowly trying to get all the originals. So I picked this up a couple of years ago, which is actually Voltron 2, which is the, if you follow any of the franchises, it's the middle universe Voltron. And there's actually 3, if I can show you here. You have Voltron 3 here, which is the Lion Voltron. This is Voltron 1, and this is this guy right here. He actually breaks into 3 robots and stacks up and transforms into one. Pretty cool. And this is original in the box. The box is a little beat up, but this gives you a good look, and maybe sometime I'll give you a Voltron toy tour, collection tour, but I'd really have to break it out because it's literally everywhere. So let's get to this review. What do I think? So this is season 5, and Netflix switched things up in season 3, I think, and they went to shorter seasons that are released more quickly. So season 1 and season 2 is I think it was 12 and 13 episodes, and then it was 7, then 7, 6, 6, and this one's 6 episodes, and they're like 24 minutes long. So you can really get through these 6 episodes quick. And what do I think? So they made some changes, and I understand that every new reboot is going to have some changes. Shiro is the pilot of the Black Lion, at least, I don't want to spoil it, at least through most of the seasons. And and if you're from you like the original one, which is also some of them are on Netflix as well. The original one, Keith drives a black line, and Keith in season 5 isn't even driving any lines. He's out, trying to being a rebel to the Golra and trying to do different things. So, I really like Keith as the leader of the team. I like Allura, Princess Allura. I like her as the Blue Lions pilot, which she is not in this show. So there's little things. I mean, people, there's some differences with Pidge in this. The Pidge character, I think, is still pretty much the same. They made some changes to modernize it a little bit and make it more, so it resonated more with younger audiences, I think, or more modern audiences. That's all fine. Zarkon, it's a little different. Lotor's a little different. But overall it's still very much Voltron. So let's get into the review. So the story, I gave it 3.5 stars. The story is just it's hot and cold. I mean, I have fallen asleep. Now, remember, I'm a Voltron fanatic, and I have fallen asleep before watching Voltron, which to me is, that's the cardinal sin. If you can't keep me awake, that's okay. I mean, you can label anything Voltron, and I'm watching it. Cast, I did some research on the cast, and they're very competent voice actors, and they do a very good job in Voltron. I don't recognize any of them. I don't know who any of them are, but apparently they're pretty well known. The voice acting is very good. The animation, I gave the animation 4.5. I gave it 4 stars because it's animated to feel very much like the original, which I like, which I'm grateful for. But they missed in a lot of areas. Like, they phone it in. I know they kept Voltron to where, when Voltron in the original series, turned into Voltron, it was a preset, like set of scenes, right? It went up into space, and they went in the colors, and they went, made Voltron. I think they should have changed that. It might be sacrilege for Voltron, but I think that we have better technology now. We can really make that part more interesting. They also use a lot of animation tricks that I think are they take away from the story, whereas they freeze the frame and they zoom in, like an explosion. It's like, and they freeze and they pan away instead of animating the whole fight, which is annoying to me. The show's only 24 minutes. So give me some good animation here. You can use the styles and the color palettes and all that stuff of the 1984 series, but give me some action. Let's see some bright color contrasts, and let's see some battles and more fun. Not like and then the ship explodes. I mean, give me a break. Anyway, rant over there, but I think they missed out on that piece, so that's why I only gave it a 4. Now, for originality and technology, I gave it 4.5 stars for both of those. It's still licensed, I think DreamWorks licensed it from whoever had it originally in order to make this in conjunction with Netflix, so it's still licensed. So I still consider it Go Lion. So it's still very original. Not super original, because even at that time in Japan, there were like robots, everything. It's original for us. I can't give it less than 4.5 stars though, because I made Voltron so deep to my identity, and I just love it too much. I think you would like it too. You can watch it all in a sitting during the day. Just you heard my warning that some of them are just kind of blah as far as the story, but some of them are really good. It's definitely worth a watch. It's animated, so it's fun and light. You can watch it with your kids. All in all, I approve. I think all in all, I gave it. Let's see here. I gave it 4.2 stars. 4.2 out of 5. That's pretty good. And you see my Voltron kitten shirt, my Voltron cat shirt. So I have maybe 5 Voltron shirts. Like I said, I just love Voltron. So I'll put a link to that stuff in the description so you can check it out if you want to. And that's it for Voltron. I was just looking around here to see if there was anything in close proximity that I can show you, but speaking of G.I. Joe, here's a cool original G.I. Joe, just kind of hanging out. And that's it. Please subscribe. Follow me on Twitter. Follow me on Instagram and my Facebook page. Greg Reviews Sci-Fi everywhere, essentially. So just if you type in Sci-Fi Review in Twitter or Instagram, I should come up to the top. And leave a comment. Tell me what you think of Voltron. Tell me what you think of seasons up till 5 if you haven't seen 5. And I'll see you next time.